is all I think, that in between 6 to 9 seconds of losing the ball, you need to be aggressive to win the ball back, and that's what Barca not doing. It can be accumulated fatigue, it can be low intensity levels, it can also be, say, teams who have better ball press resistant players that are able to evade Barca's press. But the hero on the night was not Pedro Gonzalez, it was not Abrante friend Lamine Yamal, it was Abrante not your friend Ronald Arau in the free bench. Now Arau was also mentioned, and I see the flick Ebizan and say, Ubetinya kobo number 9 na. No say Nemetinya bo number 9. He went on and then got that equalizer. Hansi Dita say, I never knew Cruyff also played as centre back as a striker, and of course that's exactly what Abentia friend Ronald Arau go share. You know, and what it meant was that Abentia friend Barcelona had the 3 maximum points and it went into 22 points. Which the not so good thing that happened on the night was that Hansi Flick had the red card, 2 yellow cards. Babasa said that they are going to appeal that extra yellow card just so bit to me I would touch out dug out for the game in El Clasico. So we see how things are going to go on from there. After say Barca winning, then the onus was on Madrid. 11 goals consistently, 11 games consistently. Kylian has scored from the game against Ukraine, Azerbaijan, all through to Nhyira against Team Friend Getafe. Difficult game. So one shame match that you think that the 2 red cards at Getafe made the game more easier for Team Friend Real Madrid. It wasn't so. It was a difficult game from the off. But you see, I think I like something from this Madrid team. There are different ways with which Madrid for create more chances and get goals. It took a brand here friend Arda Güler, who did not start the game. Who the last time Madrid and Getafe ball was really good on and off the ball, especially on the ball with respect to the creative ability to change things for Team friend Real Madrid. It was when Arda Güler came on. Which Sisia Arda Güler Nyomana Oyo Madrid team ni mune. Boy no bedru park in so. I say everybody in Madrid white is comfortable to give the ball to Arda Güler. When Arda Güler came on into the field of play, it looked as if he said Toni Kroos every bench jabber, giving instructions here and there, and then controlling the game, pulling the strings, and then of course setting up that excellent ball into the part of our branch friend Kylian Mbappe to get Madrid for up on top. It was 3 points that was needed. The game was without all of the drama. Vinicius Junior make sure say Team friend Getafe enya 2 red cards. For the second red card, no player no be in the 75th minute. By the 76th minute, Vinicius Junior managed the red card. I want to Vini echo the coach of Getafe Horum. Look at you and say, Bodales. Look at you as the chief. That was a very good sub. And the coach again is okay. Focus on football. Focus on football. Everything will be that is exactly what Vinicius Junior did to Team friend Getafe, which I need to commend our branch friend Arda Güler. He has really taken opportunity given him by branch friend Xabi Alonso. Oman is NC4. It's a very, very good job done by branch friend Arda Güler. And now Madrid so 3 points. So what it means is that 2 points as we were going into the El Clasico. It's a very, very good one. And now in the Italian Serie A, 2 things happen. I just want to touch on it. It's the win of Abrante friend Cesc Fabregas Como team, against Juventus. Was a game. Yeah. So usually on Sundays, we call morning marks at 6. Quickly, we call mass by Belfino. Menya watching and I'm okay. I mean, fast and share because the game is at 10 a.m. Each 2 goals to 0. And all influenced by Abrante friend Nico Paz. Excellent football from Cesc Fabregas and in M19. AC Milan in the evening also did win against Team friend Fiorentina. Antonio Conte team went away to Torino in Turin and then lost by a goal to 0. What it means is that Napoli are now not in the first position where talents regard them. Then the early kickoff in the English Premier League. Congratulations to Chelsea. It was supposed to be a difficult game. The first half was difficult. But then Enzo Maresca found a way to win it, especially in the second half. Are taking over. And it's a one here, on not a sound. Some years ago, Senaya beat Champions League in Coma. I'm about to with Dasaman City Bajibi. Paris Saint-Germain, no.
Yeah. So Magic Champions League.
No. But they've won it. Yeah. When they started pumping in the investments.
And they are the recent examples you can get. See, when you talk about Morocco. Rich, they are the new force. And investment in in Moroccan football, no. Rich, the money young say they are not doing it per African standard. Morocco, a target is to be an elite football country in the world. That is the reason why within a short time they want to even host the World Cup. FIFA World Cup Nankasa. That is their target. They won the AFCON under 23. They won the AFCON under 17. Now all the successes of my achieving, the highest has come our Qatar national team semi-finals of the World Cup. Which the new generation will take over now coming, and they've won the FIFA Under 20 World Cup. On their journey, they beat the best you can ever find in the world. Almost France. They beat in the final the most successful nation, Under 20 World Cup, Argentina, 2-0. First half, no performance. First half, 2-0.
Morocco for no more.
And Rich, you see, this World Cup was played in Chile. And I didn't know where to watch it. Me, I watch it because I have a FIFA Plus app. I don't know many matches. Nice coverage. Rich, boy, Morocco for now from start to finish. And at 20 World Cup, I could obtain over to no. And you can't say they were lucky. No. They will beat you. We are France. We are Argentina. They will beat you. Spain on the show. Rich.
So afe yanga ti the show rambo ne ni nkoba kakra afe na do afide ndi ato sure your number one can radio station dia sentiment nyina ati ade atumi ne UEFA Champions League and matches el honti and your mom beko fikese munyim asum ye pa na ne mu ntie ezan say yade niema ane yade nam ntia no pay uko Facebook aya na waja comment no e be pe be kinka nyina ade ama wa chihye awodo nyina so na ma mention sem na say na fe yendi jakakra enso fama wa chihye awodo nyina so na matches eba so say na nkoba no esi etewunim se Borussia Dortmund ne wo mu agina kone dendende wo mu ekọ na fe so mu FC Copenhagen e de esi ni Arsenal betre fe wo mu ane Atletico Madrid and eba na fe Pafos Boboko no ekọ akoto ay Karacha Mate na fe so mu game na tima twene Barcelona wo mu ni Olympiacos na edi se ni Bayern Leverkusen ane Paris Saint-Germain eba na fe Newcastle wo mu ane Benfica game no etimi atwene P Eindhoven wo mu so atena fe wo mu ni SS Napoli and this year na fe na Union Eze wo mani Inter anso eba na fe Villarreal Atenafe ate a team and the Man City tata na fe so mu game na tuma twende ene ye matesa etotwa e wo dwuma de so na no pay de on koma kakra e de eda na meko FIFA na makwa kwadi nkoma kakra FIFA president eye Gianni Infantino na another oko Bolivia na mepato uko Bolivia yesi omanya eye infrastructure sa e ba be bo mu football no etima ko anim ye pa na eho ye fro Casa de la Verde eho anate says isi no e ba na setima Samenta yasi ene every under 16 ekopim pemfo ni nyina no wo mokọ ho no mbekọ akoso afi ometima pepe ani international matches bia no ometima akobonti wo mu wie sa infrastructure na eso moto mo nsa e de FIFA president Gianni Infantino na another Infantino ekoi okokasa kaka no cheso wo so Bolivia mine bo sa enter wo the World Cup at the baba ho na World Cup no wo se afi no mbe decide sa World Cup be no mbe baba ho ene se be ye made e be ye me made na say Madia, I am Kodana, and I send pain for no, and Kubasa say, Memman Swam, I am paying for the Anas and Kodana here, and I tell almost so Eddie Ebaho, I know I dear Yanni Fantino, and no other, work out to Bolivia Mana, yes, I need this same year pa, and so Eddie Moment, I am Quebec Craswa, if you Bolivia, Eddie Eba, I would do Media Sanano Pen, Yakaka, and some Eddie Adamo, me Pacho, Abano, I football, one more almost referee, so, and after crying football, young Faso, I handle matches near money and Queno, and Moon paying for Pano, your former I for Banasa, Okani Faba, and also are you okay? Now, yes, years ago, an opinion, the daddy Arsene Finger, Uko FIFA, yes, in football, see and developing opinion, the daddy Arsene Finger, Edmonton Timayo Pa, I know I suggestion, Adiama, I football for Nakatom so, Sisano, Abana offside now, answer, Sisia and Pempe, a manager says, Yabo game no, Nanny player and Nikoto Jokra Atra, a player now, what defending now, but any offside, and any boot one, Kakrebi Atra, Aquanusu offside. Now, I'm not saying I said, Debbie, Sadiano, or Sama football in Yakono, and take on Unkwana Jendia, and football in Yabona Castrakano, Nibuni Pediana Atra, player with Tatuan and as a defender now, and Sunny are taking a set offside. But since or this hard and a bino, you see, I for before Aya, woman said that onion to better, and Komaka come and Saka as a shadia, Yasin Kofana, or Majin shadow metness yepa. Now, first, as a vinga, some now, or cano, or met to media quadrant Jumnafe, woman sweat to take him Munchen yepa. A commander so munya change, sa offside runa. That means a team piano, as well to me a defender, and you can say Bia, Wobata, Cesadia, and Nay Equa, a Bassa, the Albertan so open and at the ball, Aqua to Atinamo, and Timpatoni and Komaka Kwaso Eba. Mama, no opportunity, our YouTube in India, I am sure TV number with ya. Me passa me cheni yepa. As a player no watra, the last defender. And on your fan offside, and yet the unanside they attach to a better trap. Now you do offside, no, and no I propose as a vinga. And so the man, if I banana panel, and then on Komaka at the Eba, I would do my dear Sanano pay your cattery, and your man, Uko not denan for us. Evangelos, I am in Arakis once, Sabi, your cap in Papa Sabi, 1 pence a munu papa pay, and a dimint into my offers all your coat, and now obey Google on the Hua Massa. I know a pound and other Mekatos Anjo Posakoglu, 39 days, I know the Pamono. She said, much as a Swandite, I know my dear Jumano, and the man on the contract near to 2027. A 2 years contract, no Madama Sandite, Uhemo Padia, a beer, 1.5 Kakrabina Chessaja, Obadiamo Peno, Atas or much as Omana Mayetmano, and for a man not for as Bukono. Now, I am a Jumano Quenima, and son a chair or Matimi Adhuya, Nasandite to Hema, yes, in the backroom staff for no mobile Jumano, a Mubi Elha, or Mancasa, I am not the forest or more former players, Opinion, the Daddy Steve Ayeston, Anna Fay, Ayan, Ayan, but all women are players, Omesia Kai, Adaman of the forest, Mama Officer Nano Dea, Anna Edu Gaspar, one more fans ahead of Air Football, Anna Fay Technical Director, Opinion, the Daddy George, Aya Siriano Swadom, Anomo Aya Tumano, Adamum Tomu, GDA Passer, and Penfono Manano, sir, Omina Quota, one who soon met to many Ababa, I'm not the forest, Bobo Kranema, Etmakoya, the Mamani, and Kobaka Kwanswa, if from Makati Adi Abba, our Jumadio so, Meko Basa, Makatos Basa, our Gimna, and Komaka Kwame and Saka, SS and Nebi, Bias Sandia Bason and Nimano, Jebena Femi Lopez, na, Janya Marcus Rafford, Nafi, and Yalamini Yama, where a place up. Wamo and so best track Adama Bastona against Olympiacos. Na anona Hanse Flick, Edin Komaka Hanse Flick, and Yabisansa Marcus Rafford no, and now Peso Yusun in Hiankasa, Ube Yusun in Tantanwa, and answer Ube Yusun number 9. And also, one more top branch and Cabra, one of the Dominion Power, sir, Marcus Rafford, Ube to me Abon as 11, and I bet him Abon as standing 9. And T, and here no minimum banter and son or Motono, and this and Akobasa Sabasona, Ebo came no Dinij anymore. I had do any yadada and yafina womo Barcelona eba be defining role ediama brantenti anwana branteno and so baba was recently a brantene ball now what body ama Barcelona in fact no see progress no o suru pa atas a boy petty and ya Hansi Flick head coach adama Barcelona and Komaka kwa wadi tuja anana no pay ye kete kakra ediama na manager na head coach adama Olympiacos boko no ayo Spain ba ni din adi Mandaliba ano den Komaka kwa adiba na Mandaliba etese ene yebo game na so mu defender anya se bi Olympiacos on person mu defend na bom Barcelona for ball no ana apiom akwa se akire esan so no wo ye coach a on pem je ba yakwa o person no bot tata ene de besi na anya se awie emom Barcelona no se na team ni tie no woni o mo ba wontimi mo no sa wo be pini ho ama wakwa akodi akire and se bia wu se Mandaliba woni ni team ebo defensive air gamer eno nche so on person mo no sa emom Barcelona for ball ni ti ana eso mu defend well no nkobaka kwa so pay na di twitwa na eno no ata se Barcelona team player ba ko pe de jano so he sa player no we hu so a Barca team ni na off ana e be say player be no so se mo amunim Lami Yama pe o di Lami Yama de hian se Lami Yama hu game no so Barca team na jija ana cite example se Lami Yama be 50 minutes na se Lami Yama ensada embo Barca game won be mu ya Barca hu so but at the moment Branton and Sabe Carbon kwabna was o create goal scoring opportunities edma other players on one side ube one side other players no afa one senti Barca team ni de nyame anim de kama say Lami Yama so de jan but anu ncha say bia other players ni nyante players ni ya de pa collective effort ana Barcelona for edi adwuma na mom no entejumu kake wom na teso no anso edi man no yankoba kakwa so a medi tudwa e woduma de so na no da obeka mbaba kato say Maccabi Tel Aviv womu game omune Aston Villa eba beba no Birmingham no say womu anso ade letter echo UEFA sanka be party Maccabi Tel Aviv womu supporters no eni kwanse UEFA ema mo ba ezanzo mu agidie pa se security threat anso edema game no mo ba beba no ama abaka me baba ka to se ni omu meyo mu nyina pam minister mu nyina de oma no ade tunsemu na kwabena anana na no reporter eba say Maccabi Tel Aviv atole 10 ade ababo ntese ai ensam na manfo keka o matiti nyina nemum won bede UK ban na se pa se UK ban no etero mo possible best se anko betumi de o mo supporters aba na anko mo game against Aston Villa na nkaniema etuma ya kama nemum no wo bo ka che UK ban se so mo tin komo ya mo kan ma ne nyom ya ezan se de o ma de o ma ya awie emom o man kaza Israel for no Maccabi Tel Aviv team no ano ma decide se aye take it ya de aba mo supporters no o mo nje ana fence omo supporters no mo kase su dia se omo supporter bia emma ezan se saniama na asese eba ba no omo bebe omo wogidie se omo supporters na kama ezo mu security ehun nsem ni hi omo ye pa omo so mo bia tale so omo ye football country eba no football pa de omo bezo omo di football edi unity aba enti uba Maccabi Tel Aviv team ni ma ye nuanum kramofo wom afa Christopher wom ana Jew fo wom ana fence eba tribalism omo so tribalism so kwa ethnicity no wo mabia mu tintin ento obia wo mu bi emom se abobo game na fe wo bi bedwe se wo mu do mu supporters ba ebe mo ye nasi pa de ano ya de ayo mu ye pa wotimi sa agenda ana manfo asete de tom beto mo mpa ba wo mu do mu ka tom supporters nyina se danchan koma bi so mu ba England na fe so enya brepem supporters ni betimi ba bi wo mu do ba na emom no wo mu se supporters nyina so o mu wagidie e wo mu so mu de se bi wo mu supporters o mu nya etutwasem ana fe so mo supporters say yes football say won te say yes mo supporters akodi nko ensamani bi ama problem aba emo match we nkwa ana manfa set agenda de eche omo de ana supporters kwabena wo munya emfa mabiem no Maccabi Tel Aviv letter wo matwa de ababo ntene na no pay mabomu enso ade ma na ya ko PS ni akodi nkomo kaka Luis Enrique ana head coach enso ade ma ana de nkomo kaka de tudwa se be 4 years ni Jelly di Donnarumma ne go a wada ya nyina ensantrofo ana teze abante temia ni tiriso yapim ni tiriso sa nano do makova goalkeeper for Ednapa goalkeeper ni din enso Edi Chevalier wo me di Chevalier abaya eno so sa na central ase ana kwa anyade ana kwa bo fa nsase ana no ko mu zo ase he central for nse ehu mani was Janu Donnarumma kwampo de obo ya ase bio aka no asam na ono Luis Enrique wonya ama PG obaya sa enti goalkeeper dia ya central for ase anya ne nwa press no do omo ya ndi ominim ya na teso omo ya no beta pa one your tabrantinity and ojidi ye pass chavalena wo makofan dia bana a long term project and omede ma brantinity send your birthday other go ni bia de there so mo ani jiwu ye pa and yan kobaka kwansa Luis Enrique adi eba e wo dwumadie so another me baba ka to say yes sisi akonka kafofo no atwa letter adi command the Royal Football Federation Spain but wo mo hwe football fa no say ayi wo mo game na wo mo say Villa and Barcelona akwakobo America no referee ni de so ye referee Congo CAF and ya say no that the Royal Federation so atwa letter adi akoma konka kafo so mo so ma game ni de e mo match na omo referee ni de ankombenya say yo man kasa office Spain for ano betima ba be game no esan say sa ayi offside technology na womo adi womo refis ne ane vanu womo di womo awurawura mu no ewo benya so omo ana eso omo di omo pa se na be timi ama game na ya kama eno ayankoma kakwa so eba ewo dwumadie so na wonim se la ceramica ho ana chese game ne beto dwa no aya viawel tomate pate ni team no womo ane Manchester City womo game no mo kwa ko ba reporter men se kam sa Banter ni Diego Rodrigo Cascante sa Banter no what asia kan edima aya viawel ho na obi ehun se sa Rodi no wonim bo ni boy pa ansa na impo wobedwane Manchester City boboko no na omo tasa na no do man kasa this year akwaje Ballon d'Or na so omo ni omo ba besia de ene omo ye ka edum ade ma Brante no omo be se na nimonyam ba Brante na ba so ento reporter men se kam say before say game ne abeba so no yase VAR for say on person omo ana omo so Brante no etesa mpa sa Ballon d'Or no oje no eyo manage sem ye pa ene omo be so aye niema eja ya so match zumu omo didi nyina bezisi park no ho na Brante na famu ten ko na fe wo de ba bezi park no so na tese no so atimaboa ayen ka edum de ma Brante no ani ya reporter etodwa wodwumadie so na Nico Gonzalez nso akasa Abante azi yanka mo bi ante se predi de ball no wonim ni boye pa na ade ma o pepedri pa sam yese sasa akoda no wo te se omu bobo na wano every game ni sa Pedri timi ban ho me pato Rodri aban ho baba kata za masa ball na wo boni gyan fifia say wigina ha na obetimi abobo ni ye esan say Abante eban midfielders ha Rodrigo Cascante edum aduma ni ye pa enti sa waje ya kan say hunumu edifia Abante no anya de say bone kwa because Abante no ball no eba ne ball pa dia wonim di ye pa we no tell say Premier League ni sa ne ball no anya sem gudu na ne boy different kwa say most intensive liga one so abo esan say we di ball ni so obi ben emom say wutimi enwuna kwan wutimi enjoy game ni pa very pacey and rhythm no very intense nti one Premier League ni de na ni di we pa and e be san say na emfinfi one ne bo edema Pep Guardiola say na sitia and also Pep Guardiola de boy midfielder edema asamba kwa ya ota akato say ball ni de ayo no say no was say one Pep Guardiola say Pep Guardiola say Nico ball de onim ni ball pa emom o je ball na hunu baby ade ball ni eko na me ball sani am peni nie say o ko tackle fa America ko ana je ball na America enti was say runners ana fe ya de ball Manchester City fifi ho na say o ball so hunu tama wo betimi ade akọ anim hunu tama o mfa anko because o movie no movie ya tokro be ba be detre was say the son na Pep Guardiola enso ade amani nti ani yakwan ya fa so abo Manchester City in fifi ho enum enso ayankoba kakọ so Nico ade tudwa awodwumade so na no pay ye ka kire enso ade ma reporter mensaka say Vinicius Junior sisi abọ no wasesa kwan fa so abo no ball yase Brante we anka ne no anse obaya na fe wo complaining ni ade but ankoma kakwa mensaka say yazi isha Brante no fa new strategy na new strategy Vinicius Junior afa say wo be frustrate defenders no ene obeye wa be se wabufa makad na test wo akodi na nzam chofo test time mo dey identify sade no mad again hetefe o game no mo boy no two records ni nyina ya sa Brante no ade say sade na wasa so oye no eno na test boy ma mad enso winning game no and think kanina and kabenya Vinso Junior complaini and your born and you can say or top from no top from no but yaza brante is an nebono was his name do I said or best frustrated and I feel or best defenders before Ubetano went on so by the end nothing kwedi card no and so how at the able with me no your reporter eba e wodumadio salati Madrid yes no ada omubufu ye pa etra report at the command UEFA report ban no me command UEFA me say emeta no ada omu ye training wie nso sie ni ho players in the betwale we adi jagopo omu chance no ada omu ye training ni nyina ene nso ma no me di aye training na wie omu ko dressing room na nkata omu ko penso here no players na timi di adwale dwa no omu wan ye den a omu ko ya nso nwunu na ho amata se na adwade na ye den pa di players no and no matter report at the Akoma UEFA for say the Arsenal for answer the Ayom no at the feel at commanded akati at the Aba na Branta the Martin Zubimendi one a player the Arsenal Boboko no and another wadin some kakradi tuta yasin center for say one commanded in team and a mad in 50 edija essence ono ya one of the players na Zabi Alonso epeye pa and not just no there osi say akoya sade because uko mad team now Madrid, our players are about midfielder, or minimum boy pa. Import team or no Abamu say, Ubasna players, our way pa midfielders, no be okay. And I import one new player or best and I know. One of Suba yourself and about midfielder, when in position you boy pa, pato, Abanto can want some air Thomas Tepati. I know your Martins will be meant and other, and Komaka Kono so Eddie Jaya. Mubaka, Jude Belliam, Ninia, Ayo Belliam. None of that, Borussia Dortmund, Fort Nakobo, in a film. Amateurs and Papa Mami. Major pa ana omuti ni kokovat awantantano no mbisa ze hekate na court na ayen sign na usia no ye ba winim se ball no nim bote obi o park ne so na utenyi na afima baba ye de onso alusu ye de ba de wosia kan ye ntenyi ni so sansam no ana baba ye de jamanfo aka bi na wo mo Champions League game bo ana Zentrovo ko bisa ze obeyi obeza yusu job ana na ade na boy na fidi ba na no ze bo na no da sa de sia ne de anya dia na esesi emom abrante na e ka bibi e de che ono oye coach no abrante person kata so ohia more playing time ates ono ebetima ma abrante no more playing time so abrante na be ye de beboa ama Borussia Dortmund also etima win game de adenti ana teso on fa abrante na start na impo ene de game o me kopie gan bebo no say impo abrante no we de no betima aboa ama team no wo betima win sania wo wagidie wo every single player mu a adenti na on fa abrante na start and to any problem so ma abrante na start and then game against FC Copenhagen and a reporter opinion team Adini Kokovat and so Adi Aba and on besides nano da Moba Classica na yasi Bayern for Achimumun Swena players now ready so betimesi akana no tezo players in the Obia ya fete Obia wa hwane atezo betimi aboa mane wo mu game na niam so timako e de mama ne yankoba kakwa so akwabena aba na medi wie kwa yasi wa reporter any pins that have yes ya Bobaka asase medical baba kan ha na Robert Lewandowski the contract naso kwabena anya contract the sense unti ana omni opin no enso ese na mom no wo mo ta say economic reasons no say umpeko ya Barcelona be fa so akomanim na wo mo ogide say papa no or tactics bi a wo tuki etimi boa ama economically na na matimi aboa timiti no eno na omni opin no so etimi de asia na Luis de la Fuente kwabena Spain head coach say as so over players omni bobo pomu ina wo Spain because omo no motibo football na se ana tactical play no no motiase ana fe omo mindset towards game no Spain for no na etiase ntino omo maka nyina de ene obeka se Spain ana chese football no enso ewo kwabena ne kwakwa player na na aka no asem no sisia de enya ba se Enrique no emese obenya Cologne January bosuminum transfer window because yasa bant when you be more wadwa ye pant no he said the man the fire madwen say any loan bia ba won beja ma pant no enso etima call eno ye dia etodwa e won krofa man so anope ne make che dia makwa na bibie ni wode a ma men fan krofa man so sem no ensi hanim sinafi ye nya kwan
good decision.
Okay,
the ebidiano no a good decision because also a young Anna Brazil national team no bo.
Yeah.
What you say?
Wake up on so bad.
Wake up but at least so you be more Real Madrid ya. Mo man ko bolon bi. O ma Madrid for no craba bo mo. At least a brand ni mu be mi akama. Ba finish product to beat me abo Real Madrid. Nti It's a good decision na omuminu na no. Etiki. All right, where we are home. You will fetch me. Nyami adma mo bobo da ben. Hey, Chelsea for no.
Adena ye ho asemi ya.
Oh,
so
maybe me muntina me.
Wo ne wo pay asem.
The best club in the world.
Edru ya babo ye game enye wasem.
All right. Into it, my dear, since 104.5, you can't catch them. Sir, and then UEFA Champions League 9 solid games. And now, Basso. Na said the moon no Champions League there had any fee. UEFA Champions League, no. Even UEFA recognize it. Enti bibia about the Champions League, Odia Ninja 104.5. Enti stick and stay. Na yebedin komono nya preview of the games, no. Na afi mo nso amboko fikese no, of course aboamo na inform mo decision am beteki ansana mo final decision am de be bet no eno nso etimi ato 20 join live our YouTube and Nhyira TV oba subscribe na aye part of Tuesday edition of Nhyira Digital Passport. But yen started Jumedie no say Babjao and ayade ekuni papa obeti so abranti kra no anyare enu ya no nenam ha ene yeso awi eno kre ena yade ne bebre asie nipa so ho enhye dan nan ho adi edan ho adi na na eba bekun anu nti na nipa bia wo ho a eso yo ho aduro so ho BP yade ba ko a eta asie nipa so ho ebi wonu ma be ya de be yin ho adi pa no na eba bekun me pacho yo bi a diabetes esichire ade wo so akoto adra to din kan for se ba me sha sansuna infections ha wo ba na be ma edranwuma untimi enaye so ota complain of eye pains me pacho liver or hospital ama ya catch us liver no problem ho ni nyina no unya kan for se ba me sha no bi na no ma ebeboa wo pa ama won so atimi anyina che ntimi srawo koto adro ni bi ye friend Canfos herbal misha ebibidro kama adanse bibiri ena ewo ho make say Okofe Demands Colina Kabme Gilligo Pharmaceuticals ewo santase brekum fo ye de adro ni bi ato amo konongo sunyan ena nkokọ de okọ abebre ewo ho me ba cho friend number yi ewo 0245 455740 any a Canfos herbal misha and number no Fred now so je do ni bi edom Alaska Star Enterprise ebo mo asisi wo dem wo dan na wo se awie wako han dan wako di new officer wako ye adwuma awo ho office de so obezo bi wura ho no gidi se brand yi adwuma oye no nim de oye office osisi hoye so sa na ma ni nyina no e kasa pa so erinti obeso osisi ho eye Alaska Star Enterprise and I may come for at the amount be bia e di sisi dem say eye flower me patcho decorative watches abey plastic wardrobe PVC floor tiles carpet artificial grass e bi ho bedspread ana bedsheet designs that hold only na bi ho you sofa cover bed lamps and blankets ni na you be our wallpaper ye de mfedi o de ye design no fe de bi obi aberu ha obi ano na nani enso atimi agintimba chawada obese osese wo dem office ho baby abeso osese bia no mano enye Alaska Star Enterprise ene ma no na kofa bentini bo no eda fom pa wi sika ketua bia benya nyama bibiri akwa kosese wo nso wo dem Kumasi ya wadum me pacha also o hwehwe Mrs. Anoche Plaza ana boss of him na obuso bia obecho Alaska o nkran so me pacha ko circle tiptoe lane na efra number 0256 330075 me pacho na de umpo computer unimu a adwen me kan krachero nti so ya graduate na unim computer mu a wadwuma sam ebeye den papa ene o CV heso afefefe waso de kama nenso computer nti anhwa na onso anya adwuma bia antimi anya nti ena no pemi kamfo Uniat Practical Institute at the amount. Amu Kumasi ya assistant so bus stop wo udi odru of farmer kuma so ade wo chiro ha ahwa brusan fefe bonzi acho Uniat abo ho kakaka wura ho na nso kosua de na beboa wo pa computer no unnim ho nimde ana obu on ma wo sua na kakra so ho obeso wo sua bi de ka ho a ni nyina no okọ yiniat na nso akọ akosua bi na amye courses bebre ebi a computer hardware and mobile phone technician o ene mobile phone omo repair no omo sika pa kosua bi artificial intelligence AI obesua ho ade design technology and drone piloting software engineering data analytics sanso and about computer basics and office administration as on okoye adwuma officer esesa niam we na no unya ho enimde yini at ebetimi ade ama ho na yen school no ya cheche in such a way say said ya wa open bia no betu akọ school no your regular class no ho your weekend your evening your distant class ani na no said ya wa open bia no wa choose no akọ akusua de mpato friend awo 0555 383848 esan WhatsApp number entu betu ya chat omo now no more edin komo o say krom ache asay krom ache sa nyame adama ejumadi a eba so this particular month ya ending 31st and ejumadi no ekoso awo Kumasi Rotary Park na ejumadi no sponsored by Rush Energy Drink womo na omo sponsor ejumadi ya anuntu for kukudam J-Bad Koku Smoke and many more e come ni na album near do mo akọ Kumasi Rotary Park na yakoji ani dan pa 31st it is so na also talk ticket no eto na eduro no ma yina no yawura awo Rotary Park akoji ani pato ticket no make say awo abonten na standard one no 70 cedis open VIP 200 cedis open VIP ano 400 cedis na onum say auto ticket na ya cho Rush Energy Drink SI at the account so turn online so me patch short code no enie obe dial *365 *88*987# na or the auto ticket 70 200 400 for VVIP now the auto ticket yen for we chat na yen start UEFA Champions League discussions no maka chem say en social media no so no sabi akronfo bebre na wo so enti o ya transaction bia wo ha na wama wani enso ada ho adwuma ko bi o se from World Vision Foundation loan na amasem ni na ne so so mo loan na loan o mo ma no o ha no maka cho so o pese o gi loan awe ho a ene e so fa bibi kakra beto na yentimi hwe so emfa loan no emfa ema wo disika no mo a otido na so ojugu baba o mo na ekro no opon ba bia nhu o mo na ene omu yisu World Vision Ghana ena Vision Fund aye Ghana omu mienu no mafo mu din ena omu di bu amanfo awu media ne so erinti mpenifo de abedan se de dikan omu ma obia tumi krata so omu fama loan awo Ghana ha omu ni omu oba bia erinti obi ba ho no ka chew se ebia oma loan na ne din ni a me pa chew aye fraudulent loan scheme enti eno no nya transaction bia ema ne njusika eni report ma police ama ye nchi omo me pa cha open chiremu bia echewe a o de friend number 0509823962 enu number obetimi afrena onso a report se obi episode bu a in case also you say adi na say onso no boboa ama a police for onso no ensa etimi akana no pay amo ani afufuro pika ho na amo aso ase na ye de the Tuesday edition of Nhyira digital pass o bra YouTube Nhyira TV nefa o message na UEFA Champions League prediction no obetimi dia bana indina no yenye discussions ne kama pa ene amuzu p question of the day no na Fifi Manfred adili dia o yen discussions no a simple question kura me samon fanto YouTube Nhyira TV na indina no yempe answers amuzu p question of the day no say between N'Golo Kante and Michael Essien ebra no mu gina so pa no omu prime air dates no no mo bo Chelsea no why na obe choose na why na obe you as the best between N'Golo Kante and then Michael Essien ebra no mu see kind of Chelsea no no mo prime pa no why na they the best obe timi do answer no about YouTube Nhyira TV da fi akenkan Eddie Amount, Fifi Manfred, Kofi Myers Campacho, good morning.
Good morning.
Now what you saying?
Adam. Oh, what to make a come out?
With them come.
Now, my question really, Mr. Man, and you'll be a Jumadi. But come on, Friday, man, I can born you. Because
any problem, wait till I said to us a Friday.
Nanka Enki and Yahu Nanki,
Nanki room can
be the Champions League in common. And one,
but I know what it's in one. No.
Can go ne my
listen. Can Wuhan be not Yami Friday, no. No be chichim. Prime days, no.
Ngolo prime days. Ngolo you walk up with now.
Yeah.
Ngolo you kill out.
I see.
And only born is ya doing ko na eden ya ne o ma je je ne so ba be kan bi. Ngolo. Na Abia, he doesn't get those goals that Michael would get, tender boats, and Manon Kosheshe being a cracker. Rich, what Ngolo did from Leicester City through to Chelsea, winning 2 English Premier League titles, going through to go and win the Champions League. Ngolo is part of the team in the history ever in the Champions League that conceded the least goals under Thomas Tuchel. People forget that. Say Thomas Tuchel team now. Chelsea team na Champions League, it considered the least goals in that Champions League run, especially from the knockout stage. Oh yeah, we get time and open it up. Ngolo, oh yeah, who team can I say me Ngolo? Ngolo. My class here, senior man, but Ngolo.
The Bison.
My class here, top notch, but Ngolo there. Which we love these days, don't we?
Sure.
Yeah, per Champions League, because the stories are exciting and we love to tell it. Natural storytellers, and we want to tell it how we want to tell them. Which and then I think said it is very much in the center of the proverbial yetiti abeti na channel. Because baby I drew a Champions League match the 3. And in the league phase, you play only 8 matches. So by the time you are playing your 3rd match, Unim says you are in trouble. And again, in the various leagues na you which you in November, December, which usually are the most busy times or the busiest times in the footballing calendar, especially from the first part. The UEFA Champions League has gotten to the point where say one show they are. Not in and it's a very important one. Which you see, this is exactly what the table looks like, and it is in the right direction. Say you have for the Hurricane picture in because in terms of the football that Hurricane has played this season in the Champions League, the number of goals he has scored, Bayern Munich is a perfect record. And then there was a video of Hurricane all drop central playmaking. It will feel them turning, switching play, those diagonal balls. No, Rich Hurricane is in his prime days, and Kasa is playing some good football, plus getting goals. He is not doing the playmaking without doing the primary job, or the primary job as a goal scorer, whilst adding playmaking to it. That is what makes Hurricane's form super. The big question is that in the contest of the Ballon d'Or and winning the Champions League, can he do it when it matters most? Because maybe I can say in the Champions League and Ballon d'Or, when it matters most is in August, not August, but in May, thereabout, season. That is where it matters most. At this time, it is good because you have to tell the channel, but can you do it consistently? Bayern L 6 points, Madrid 6 points, Paris Saint-Germain 6 points, Inter 6 points, Arsenal 6 points, Qarabag 6 points. I'll tell you about Qarabag later. Dortmund 4 points, and the rest of the teams that are in the UEFA Champions League. And then in terms of the active goal ratios, as at match day 2, near Mbappe, the top strikers in Europe are Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Robert Lewandowski, who is injured, and of course, Abantia, your friend Harry Kane. Harry Kane in the Champions League, 44 goals and 59 games. 105 goals for Robert Lewandowski in 135 games, 0.78. Abantia, friend Erling Haaland has a goal ratio of 1.04. It means that for every game, for every time he plays football, he averages a goal. And Abantia, friend Kylian Mbappe, it was 0.67, more than half. It is good quality. Which
the train no air start here for him. It starts at the Stadio de Luis Companions. The friend of the Munjik. That is where Barcelona are hosting Olympiacos. Now, Olympiacos for essentially are from Greece. Now, let me tell you a little story. The owner of Nottingham Forest, Osaka, and the manager, Maria Canisto, the main club of the starting business is Olympiacos. Of course, they are Greek champions. They've been winning in Greece the whole time. But in Europe, they've not been able to deliver to the level. They are coming to meet a Barcelona side. There is a part of it that is good. There is a part that is a little bit worrying. The good part is that Barca and himself, baby Omadrun, especially after losing to Paris Saint-Germain, they need to get back into winning ways. Because it is shaping up. Almost just 3 points. After the first match they win, they've not won again against Paris Saint-Germain. They need to win against Olympiacos. They are playing at home at the Moujik. But on the other side is that, and if you are looking at the pre-match analysis and the kind of teams that will start, you are looking at names like Rooney Badji, not the Lamine Yamals, not the Rafinha. Rich to the extent, say, I bet your friend Hansi Dieter Flick or Papa friend Hansi Dieter Flick in his pre-match press conference said clearly, say he misses a branch friend Rafinha. And I'm not make catch all. In Barca's style of play, when you look at the quality of play, where they play from, or more high pressing, or more counter press, or more high liner, everything is hinged on the intensity of the team. So when that intensity leaves on the man, the team begins to struggle. But for large parts of last season, that intensity was hinged on a branch friend Rafinha. He was the one that uses athleticism to constantly run channels, press and counter press, win the ball back, and then prevent the opponent team from having large time and comfort on the ball when they win the ball in their area. Onyabo also quickly, he's able to direct in between the lines and then create chances from that for team friend Barcelona. He is absent. And that is why Hansi Dieter Flick was clear. So he's meeting a branch friend Rafinha. For a lot of Barcelona fans, the big thing is that it is time for Hansi Dieter Flick to begin sort of sunning Sano Kaka. If you don't have the trigger in that attack, who will counter press and win the ball back for you with athleticism now? Maybe it is time Hansi Dieter Flick is sunning Sano. But then in front of sport, the refrain is simple. The resurface. So almost say a time Barca would have to resurface back into the Champions League. Of course, Hansi Dieter Flick in that pre-match interview say, I really love Barcelona. I love Barcelona and the people here. I always try to give my best for this club. Barcelona has changed me also emotionally. I love the club, but I don't like my grandson seeing me on Saturday talking about the red card now Unyaye against him. As if we get to the road, you touch like but you hear the matter, we
have football antics.
2 years ago.
I said, I go to the
years. Senior man, a board in a blast start that's an now you can but I'm pay you money power. And then before the semester, Jack, I said, I'm sure before see a Sunday.
Not young first.
Or not young for training ground or service to the near you. And you might have come with me. Or maybe and then you get a coffee with it. And you may be
some allies moved to look at dear Juma. 30 days near Pam.
And then I'm catch up with you.
No, it seems like coach is now better as you say.
Or would you marry there?
Or would you insanity?
It's minimum when they
get with your man.
Papa. Every time when you marry a course in the Juma.
Obo, honorable assembly said,
Yes, it's a goofy. No, goofy.
Maybe who says the coach is now better as say a part of the job. And the Ukoni now, they are showing to me a bit of a and the Sana, and yes, I'm a demand the Yamin. And 777 my phone.
Everything you know with this kind of you know. Because I do want who knew that next match to grab it?
Look at I posted Kogu.
Match review.
What Chelsea? Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea agent Yapamano.
Ogovi. Rich for Hansi Dieter Flick, he has a brand here friend Ferran Torres back, Alejandro Balde and now a trainee. Now the only issue for me with some match for team friend Barcelona and they say, coach, you know, you're coach for Olympiacos and experience that was Spain, or the former Sevilla manager Mendelibar, and he knows how they play. But Rich, I don't think say Eufi when Barca are playing at the Moujik, when they have the Grand Clasico over the weekend. when they know that they need to win and finalize things now, it's going to worry them. I've said the last time, said I have a little problem with Barca for centre back pair, and I see say per the starting lineup, Hansi Dieter Flick, Ebese Sano, with Garcia and Arao, with Kunde, Abrante Friend of Balde, then Pedri, Casado. I heard this morning when I was reading the paper, say Abrante Friend of Pedri may be likely say on start, say maybe it's going to be Marc Casado and Frankie de Jong, of course Femi Lopez up top, Marcus Rashford. Rich, did you ever envisage say there was going to be a time this season where Marcus Rashford was going to be the main guy at Barcelona?
Rashford is only more.
But we never really thought say he was going to be the guy that at some point in time Barca would have to depend on him.
The first season.
Yes, I'll be depending on him. Because now this season,
never envisaged.
Rashford has 7 goals involvement in 11 games. And now Lewandowski, April, any 2 fates, all of the stories around Lamine, Rafinha, Femi Lopez, Ferran Torres. It looks like Barca's main guy and source of consistency and durability. Our branch friend Marcus Rashford. I think Barcelona should be able to win tonight. Rich, and then Paris Saint-Germain go away to Germany, but they have good news. The good news is that the Ballon d'Or winner retains.
Dembele.
Or return it to play the Champions League again with Paris Saint-Germain. Vicha Kvaratskhelia will also be back inside game, of course. Achraf Hakimi by this week, last Friday, ball draw against Strasbourg. Now it was a very, very entertaining game from Paris Saint-Germain, but then it had Omutini Bebri and Omunim. And okay, after the game, Luis Enrique said he would want to play Strasbourg again, but this time when the full starting 11, because Ojidi says Strasbourg for good. This time it's against Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Now share squad near corner. It's positive. Hakimi Abba, Berardo is already in there. Marquinhos, Ambubi against Strasbourg. He's going to be back. Ousmane Dembele is back in the team. Vitinha. Almost everybody at Paris Saint-Germain are looking for, and they are going to see Abrantia, your friend, Abrantia friend Ousmane Dembele to come in. What is it? Eric Ten Hag, a free Leverkusen. They brought in a manager who is known for international football in Kasper Jørmund. Now, I don't know. I understand sometimes a little bit defensive. That is what makes me a little bit careful with our game where Paris Saint-Germain are away to Leverkusen to go and play. PSG is one of the best teams in the world, but we have confidence in our game and have the ability to dominate phases of this match. We need to perform at our best to do so. I think that it's going to be a very tacky match. Tacky in the sense that Leverkusen for both. Until Paris Saint-Germain are able to go 80%, 90% full throttle, game I won't be surprised if the game ends and then it comes out to be a draw. I will not be surprised because any game is going to be straightforward for team and friend of Paris Saint-Germain. The possible lineup that we are seeing for Paris Saint-Germain by Achraf Hakimi, Elia Zabani, William Pacho, Nuno Mensch, and Lucas Chevalier in the post. Of course, Zaire Emery, Brantia friend of Vitinha and Mayulu will complete the midfield 3. Then Vicha Kvaratskhelia, Gonzalo Ramos, and Badly Bakola should be in the post. Should lead the front line for Tima, your friend of Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, for Leverkusen, it's still a back 3 with Gilmado and Arta as the wing backs. Claudio Kivari, Ebe Lidi likes no Evan Fifi one as the extra number 10. Very, very good one for Tima, your friend of Bayern for Leverkusen. But I think that Paris Saint-Germain can win. So you're safer. You can go and over 1.5 or either team to win and over 1.5 or Paris Saint-Germain to win either half. Either first half or second half. Paris Saint-Germain beats me win at least one half. Paris Saint-Germain beats me win one half. Now, to the big one in London. Atletico de Madrid versus Arsenal. Arsenal Beshana.
Yes.
Because Atletico de Madrid, yes, they won the last time out, but I was not convinced. It took a last minute goal for them to be able to win that match. And the Champions League, I think Arsenal built a strong team. And they showed that.
Only Ayala from about 2 years.
Yeah.
2 seasons now.
Yeah.
You keep saying, Arsenal team,
yeah.
no?
Yeah.
And this season, my father was an Arsenal game.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Arsenal games. Kofi, solid team.
Arsenal solid.
The depth now, solid team.
If they are not winning the game, you won't win, and they don't care whether a set piece, whether whatever the case is.
And set piece
they just want to win the game. However it comes, Arsenal wants to be a strong team, and Mikel Arteta says someday I will end up at Atletico it's a club I've always liked, according to him. In 2007, that is when Mikel Arteta eka. Oshe, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal Champions League games on my bar. Rich, count it on the board. Against PSG, against Sevilla, Lyon, Porto, Bayern, PSG, Shakhtar, Monaco, Dynamo Zagreb, PSV, Real Madrid, PSG, and Olympiacos. They are beating everybody. They have not lost a single game. And that is why, even in that second leg that they played against Paris Saint-Germain, when they are playing at home on Quadia, Arsenal will get a job done. So that is why, for me, even without going too much into the details and the analysis, it looks like Arsenal have a huge strength from a defense and the fact that it's a very, very strong team. I know that Atletico Madrid will try. And then upset the odds with Sedan Mobon. In fact, so actually in the last few games, it has been from that 3 back that we had known latter part of last season to a 4 back with Ruben Lenormand and Lenglet, then Marcos Llorente and Hanko as the fullback, then Barrios, Conor Gallagher should feature in this game, any Koke. Alex Baena is fit to play in game like this. Guillermo on the other side, Julian Alvarez, and this is a team that's going to face Arsenal. I think the Arsenal team, with Martinelli, Victor Gyökeres, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Martin Ibanez, Zubimendi, Mikel Merino to deal with the physicality. Atletico Fondene, of course, Ricardo Calafiori, Gabriel Saliba, Timba, which is a backline I think Enya Crano, Arsenal double chance of fear. They will be able to get it. Enya Crano, Arsenal double chance of fear.
Go currently, yeah. So, Obas and Untimin share goals, baby.
Yeah.
But Mahena
is involving in player.
Or your strikers know about Tomato.
Yeah.
Pressing defenders.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, very, very good.
As a team, they could be solid team.
And you see,
and this is a Birmingham one pass. Yeah, but season baby announced and I mean,
yeah, and you see the good thing also with Arsenal is that Arsenal for have Gyökeres doing the job and others are scoring. Yeah. And when I make a true, be say yes, Haaland has a number of goals. Number of goals.
Oberkas will share goals.
Yes, but then Arsenal team has Saka who's scoring, Trossard is scoring. The last time Zubimendi share goals. Sure. Rice Eshe, Mikel Merino Martinelli Eshe. So they have a myriad of people who are scoring the goals. Whilst, of course, the striker builds his confidence. I think that yes, of course, Julian Alvarez said he can beat anybody, but not this Arsenal team. Not this Arsenal team. I doubt that that is what is going to happen. I think the Arsenal Fono will be able to do the job away from home. Now, Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho ne Benfica. Yeah. Only a friend is a Newcastle. Which this match is a very tricky one.
Yeah. But Benfica team, Kofi. I'm convinced.
Newcastle themselves have not been too good. League, no the best at 12.
I know. So I give him a double chance Newcastle.
Because double chance for Newcastle.
Me more win. I'm more double chance.
We want double chance. Rather, of course, on this side, Rodri back to go to the home. Or the Ramon Sanchez plays one. No, not that Ramon Sanchez plays. Saramika on him when he goes to play against Villarreal. Big one. Of course, that's where he started from. He has to go back and play against them. I think there's a game at least Man City double chance away from home. It should be able to happen. And of course, the very tricky one, the Union Saint-Gilloise, any Inter Milano. Interfono have surprised me. I thought Interfono wouldn't have been good, but then I think that they've done very well under Christian Kivu. I think this should be a game Interfono would be able to at least get also a double chance from the rich. And the coach available. Like we've been winning over the weekend, we are going to win again. Me wasting time and show our board no so because we need time no echo. But like I've always been saying, go to Fifi Manfred on Twitter. See, almost a quote, go and pick them up now because Rich, these quotes are going to go through. Go for quotes now. Fashion will bet we up in him, but be actual quotes now. Just copy the quotes and then put them in there. First one, a BW 1A 44D70D. That is the first one. Second one, a BW 1A 44CE54. Third one, a BW 1A 44BE0F. Fourth one, a BW 1A 449720. 21 rich and our last one a BW 1A 447F 7A rich. These are the codes, sir, and you need to take a screenshot and I say go and find it also. Rich me that say.
Kofi, men so me da say ja na me person me catch Champions League ni bi go. I'm ranting at him warning. Say me team more Champions League. Inti do Champions League discussion ama maybe. And he say they do am make bi. What angels I say coaches are hired and fired, so they've accepted their fates in every situation. And ani e kano. The one judge me say adwuma sa and your ma fa sa. Adwuma de nyame nu kwedi nya iba nga adwuma fo. All right, yeah, we have 50 man Fred Dakasa Bismarck go su bempa yala. And so we were Champions League discussions na area. Ma catch up the Ghana Premier League na near review. 6 no matches this weekend the boy and na fi. Jadia kana amamo na mo so matimi aba bedi enkomo no ebiba sisi no ma yeni apomuden komo kakre bi na fi Bismarck. Ozu bempa yala emetoa baton so emfa ema yeni time. Heba for ena ABD eye enkomo TIME. Opening
Nana.
Morning. Now to say
Adom number also.
Na me go suicide.
There be a ho fe no kwa na ekosoro. Wow. Na adwuma musu ye boko.
Oh, nyame adom.
Nyame nyame hira mo ne adwuma so a. Mobo eboa Ghana mai. Asantema ni Kumasi nyina.
Okay.
Entertainment from kwa mode mai.
Sure.
Na ja ye ka we nyina ye tie ball ne athletics ne de keka we nyina ne apomuden so samre ya me ne wo ka say obi so dampamu a chese ne wo so cheche oye bibie enye na me pa chopi wo hwe se ya nsuo no gugu na egugu nti nsuo no eto utimi say de ntontom no ba na eba ba say na pa chotutu mrika say herbal shop pharmacy shop and drugstore bi akwa ase wo per time herbal mixture malaria dro no etu ase kude every honum saa so pepepe na be ma wakodi agro bi na afi ya disusu aso boni bi abani pedua no utimi se ni pedua na ye mre e wo so utimi boost system na kakra pacha no so hia time HH herbal mixture and then the capsules na chese energize body no am watimi agina pintin wakowura tokuru boni bi me amwa oba so saa pepepe na wo so ekoso wo so ne be ma bi ahia afi de eja won kekaye ne niam ahodo bebre me pacho nya time HH herbal mixture and then the capsules na bubobi na nya wayaresa na no pay de yebedi nkomo kakra afa yare a ye friend no peptic ulcer na ansa na meboso no doctor atenasi asese wo bo adwuma dendenden etimesraw enye ulcer yare no nko aho nkomo na yebedi na emre ni nti no ye betwetwe ne ho nkomo na so yare bia woni padua mu akwa ifri soro ebesi fom bia me pacho page number in Fred Doctor CCA. Fred Doctor was 020 40 053 and that's 027 83 73 018 me pacho Fred Doctor CCA ye wo espresso adeja ufri kromu neba say ye kejetia ana usi edum ensuasi police station ho a me pacho fa eye adeja ka ana say espresso ana putuoja ka usi besi Ophelia Junction usi ya taxi rank bi wo honom no aka chom se pacho me ko Kenoga na me pese me si Sakura Junction on ba besi ye hope upeja wonim tenten so abe Kenoga Herbal Clinic na me no kasa ye kan nyina yare bia ye friend H pylori no ye aboa bi a won na de ulcer yare eba ulcer ni gu ahodo bebre na senior mechanic ye ka bibi kakra bi afa peptic ulcer ho ni nyina ne se sa aboa we efa ensuo a ye nom ebia ensuo na won nom no ensuo no nhyeda nye clean ana aduane a ye di no sabi na bi aduane no nhyeda nye clean ana wakoto drink bi a won nom a eye contaminated drink ana ferment sa aboa itimi fam eye abra wo ye germs obetimi atena ho be 3 good years ansana washa ase kura ehunu science bi say ebia wo nya ulcer anase wo ye nya ulcer me pacho make we no yefunu ye didi gumu ni nyina no net bi wo yefunu mu ekata ye yefunu mu echese nsuo bi so wo nipadua mu a ye friend acid ti saa acidic no ɛno nanka wodidi ba yɛfunu no mu a na abɛfra yɛfunu na yam nnuane no nanka atwe nnuane nuo no de ama wo mogya no na kyɛ sɛ no deɛ ayɛ adwuma aboa nipadua no bɛno so da nkyɛn a nanka sɛbi waste na ɛbɛba yɛfunu mu no na ɛno so afa wo baabi ayɛ dɛ apie na ɛkɔba sɛ acid ne ba na mmoa na ɛyɛ H. pylori na bɛtena wo yɛfunu no mu anaasɛ wo nsoro no mu awewe net ɛkata yɛfunu ne nsoro no mu na kyɛ sɛ acid ne ba direct to your body eti ɛno a ɛbɛyɛ adwuma aboa no na afei deɛ ɛde yareɛ na ɛyɛ dɛn ɛbrɛw mepakyɛ base ya na kyɛ sɛ wobɛtumi anya yareɛ a yɛfrɛ no peptic ulcer ɛno ne ko ɛden pɛɛ yie na ɛso nyankopɔn adom Ghana man abibiduro a kyɛ sɛ yɛfa hahama nnua hini ɛne nnua nkaeɛ ne nyinaa na kyɛ sɛ ano ɔhye ano ɔnam ne ade tu aseɛ no nti no mepakyɛfoɔ ne kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic Dr. Nana Otafrija ɛbɛboa na wososo wanya wayaresa ɛda nkyɛn no mesrɛ pii woyɛ obi a woda sɔre a wohu sɛ wo naase apagyapagya afei wohunu sɛ w'ani akyi so apagyapagya woda a wodwo nso bebree afei so kyɛ sɛ wodwo nso na abɛdwo nso no wotumi hu sɛ ahuro so wɔ ani bebree ɛba ne sɛ yɛ a na kyɛ sɛ wo kidney no ho aka anaasɛ wo liver ɛyɛ wo brɛboɔ no so ɛho aka ɛba se so atutu mirika fa w'ani kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic yasoɛyɛ ne bra bɛgye wayaresa mepacho migu so a meka sɛ sagye number yi biem ne frɛ Dr. Cecilie bɔmmɔden ne frɛ wɔ 020 40 053 anaasɛ 027 83 73 018 woyɛ obi a usmoki bebree a mɛsrɛ sɛ tete so anaasɛ obɛgyae koraa saa so na woyɛ obi a wonom sɛ pii anansa bebree so a mepakyɛ no mɛsrɛ sɛ wobɛtete so anaasɛ wobɛgyae koraa saa nneɛma wei nyina ɛka ho bi ma wotumi nya yareɛ so a yɛfrɛ no ulcer ɛda nkyɛn so a hot spices no mɛtumi aka sɛ obi ɔdi garlic more paa ɛyɛ spices bi aboa nipadua no nanso mmorɔfo yɛ adeka yɛ sɛ everything too much bia no is bad eti sɛ wo saa yɛ obi a wodi ɛyɛ ginger anaasɛ akakaduro bebree ɛno so tumi ma wonya ɛyɛ ulcer yareɛ peptic ulcer asɛm a meka saa so na bi a hot pepper mɛkɔ yirawa yi so yɛ obi a wodi pa obi wɔ sɛ aduane bi obɛdi bia mɛkɔ nimu a ɔntimi mɛsrɛ sɛ tete saa nneɛma wei so anyɛ sɛ bɛduru baabi ɛbɛha wo paa yie ɛfiri sɛ ulcer ne ba a ɛtumi ma wo boa no tumi hyehye wo paa yie ɛno na obi bɛka sɛ wɔnya heartburn odidi kakra bi ana ne bo hyehye no wɔanidi so koraa na ne bo so ɛhyehye no ɔnom ice water na ne bo hyehye no mepakyɛ saa nneɛma wei nyinaa bɛdi wo nya ɛba sɛ ɛtumi ma wakyi brɛmo anaasɛ wakyi kasɛɛ no ɛtumi yɛ wo ya paa yie wo experience saa nneɛma wei atoto mmirika fa w'ani kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic afei so wohunu sɛ wodidi a ɛnkyɛ na wobofono wopɛ sɛ wo throughout anaasɛ bi wopɛ sɛ wofeɛ ɛno so nyinaa yɛ signs anaasɛ symptoms no bi a ɛkyerɛ wo sɛ woyɛ nya peptic ulcer anaasɛ woanya mpo anesa ɛba sɛ yɛ mesrɛ pii tumika fa w'ani kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic yɛasoɛyɛ nneɛmoa wo na wo so ɛnya wayaresa afei so obi a wo experience diabetes ɛyɛ asikyire yareɛ ɛno so di adasa nya paa yie asikyire yareɛ yɛ yareɛ a maame ne papa wotie me anaa wohwɛ me sɛ bɛtena wo so a nokwasɛm ne no so ne ko ɛden paa yie sɛ woanka ntim na sɛ woanya doctor ntɛm ama no anhwɛ ama wo a ɛduru mpɛmpɛnsoɔ bi afei bi a ɛkɔ akɔtwa wo nan anaa ɛkɔ akɔtwa wo nipadua no ho akɔ aba bi ɛde afiri hɔ na kyɛ sɛ woabɛdi dɛm a ne sa ɛwɔ aberɛ a wo so wobɛate asefoɔ asase yi so na sɛ bi nka ho baabia ɛni dɛm all because sɛ woanya mmerɛ ne adagye anaasɛ woankɔhunu doctor ama woanya good treatment diabetes yareɛ na mpatwɔ ɛhawa tutu mmirika na ɛfɛ wɔne kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic bɛrima a wodi agorɔ so wɔ mpamu a ɛnkyɛ sɛsie a na kyɛ sɛ nneɛma abɛsene na kyɛ sɛ deɛ nimguaseɛ ne ɔhawa na ɛreba woma wɔbaa no ne ngye bebree yɛsɛ bɛrima no de ɔkɔtie ɛba bɛseɛ nanso so sɛ wokɔtie no wantumi ama amɛse a na kyɛ sɛ da bia de ntɔkwa ɛna ɛbɛba fie ɛno ne ɛyɛ w'aduane de ma wo a wobɛhu sɛ aseɛ kyɛnse no nko ɛsoro no so ne ti no so ɛnko na kyɛ sɛ nneɛma ɛnkɔ yie ɛwɔ fie ɛno nti na yɛsiesie wo saa ɛba saa so a na kyɛ sɛ de nimguaseɛ ne ɔhaw bebree na ɛba mepakyɛ pifo ne kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic afei so woyɛ ɔbaa wobu wo nsa a ɛnkyɛ na wasa hunu ɛyɛ emogya n'anim biem ɛkyɛ sɛ no so ɛba saa na biribi tekyema ɛwɔ nipadua no mu kɛ wɔ sɛ every month biara na wotumi bu nsa no wodeɛ no na wɔtwe mmienu na wasa hunu ne bi wɔ so a na wɔtwe naa mu te da biara wo na maamesrɛ meka na ɛkyɛ sɛ wɔ sɛ paad bi koraa yɛ dɛ ɛka ho saa nneɛma wei nyinaa yɛ ade a ɛba bɛha w'awoɔ nti mepakyɛ base atutu mmirika fa w'ani kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic ɔbaa ne bɛrima a wɔpa awoɔ ma ware akyɛ mfie bebree ni awoɔ no ɛmma ɔdɔfoɔ mesrɛ tutu mmirika Kenoga Herbal Clinic yɛasoɛyɛ no wɔ ɛserɛ so adagya mepakyɛ odu Roman hair wodeɛ ɛyɛ police station anim hɔ nom a anaasɛ filling station ɛwɔ no wobɛnya adagya car straight na wode abɛsi wɔ Sakora Junction usi Sakora Junction abisa Kenoga Herbal Clinic yɛasoɛyɛ no ɛhɔ a na ɛwɔ saa so na wofiri nkrampata mu na ɛba ebia ɛdwo so mepakyɛ wobɛsi Anraga Junction ɛhɔ so wobɛnya adagya car anaasɛ ɛserɛ so car si Ophelia Junction usi ya na wabisa sɛ mekɔ Sakora Junction ɛwɔ adagya yɛbɛhyerɛw yɛkyerɛ kwan mepakyɛ pii gye namba yi sisi a na sa frɛ doctor ɛwɔ abra wɔ tidwam ɛbɔ adwuma dendenden frɛ yɛwɔ 020 40 053 020 40 053 anaasɛ 027 83 73 018 mepakyɛ me sɔre soɔ no na kyɛ sɛ yɛama wo yareɛ so a nkyerɛ sɛ yɛni wo yareɛ ano aduro stroke yareɛ wode ba yɛasoɛyɛ yɛtu aseɛ na mmiɛnsa pɛ no wanya w'ahoɔden na wasɔre na wagyina pintii last Friday yɛ ame yɛ danseni fi sɛ mekɔ office no na mekɔhunu yɛ maame a nyame anim yɛkyɛ sɛ ɔnante ɛden nipa ne kurakura no mu a yɛyi ne free taxi mu a kyɛ sɛ yɛde ne bae ɛnɛ meba studio ha na ɔka kyɛm sɛ doctor nyame nhyira mo wate sɛ motimi aboa me na sɛ mia mitimi pagya me nsa no nkakra na menim sɛ mekɔ so atɔ so anom aduro yi deɛ menya ma yaresa nti yɛda ma se Kenoga Herbal Clinic ɛserɛ so adagya nyame nhyira atiefoɔ nyinaa
atiefoɔ nso ɛda ma se ne adupa a mode ɛsom Ghana ma nyame nhyira mo paa. Alright, yɛmfa apɔmuden nkɔmmɔ no nsi hɔ na yɛntoa so with ɛyɛ abodom nsɛm no yɛni amane ne nkɔmmɔ no nwi na ɛnya kwan mmra fie Bismarck Owusu Bempala ɛtoa so na ɔbɛyi ɛna mekamfo IBSOC Mining and Engineering Training School ɛde ama wo sɛ ɛhɔ nso bɛboa wo paa ama wo daakye no biribiara ɛkama obi wɔ hɔnom a ɛnɛ wabɛyɛ burden school a wokɔɛ nyinaa asɛ wowie saa de abɛtena fie na ɔfa na hwan na da biara course a ɛba saa akora na hwan nti suadeɛ a ɛbɛboa wo IBSOC Mining and Engineering Training School deɛ welding fabrication so ho weda for yi okɔ a yɛbɛkyerɛ wo ɛba no ɛyɛ roller forklift sɛ deɛ si operating no excavator bulldozer grader backhoe ne nyinaa no kɔ a wobɛtumi akɔ akosua 3 months pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ na wasua awie na ɛsɛ wo nso no wopase out a ne sa ɛde aba bɛyɛ w'adwuma ɔboase ɛna school no ɛwɔ ofura akyikyiri na woba a yɛwɔ hostel kɛse paa ɛwɔ hɔ a wo nso wobɛtumi aba bɛda hɔ na wasua wadeɛ kama paa mepatɔ frɛ number yi ɛwɔ 0539 732766 so 0539 732766 mepatɔ ɛno yɛ number a wobɛtumi ɛne IBSOC adi ɛyɛ nkɔmmɔ yɛwɔ Boase Zongo high sense building akyi hɔ no pɛ ɛna yɛwɔ yɛnkɔɛ no afei yɛntoa ɛyɛ UEFA Champions League discussions no ɛso ɛmfa ɛma wo ɛnɛ anɔpɛ follow the trend a message on YouTube. I say good morning Richardo, my Clayton is a world club DM but Kante is on a class of his own. He's genius. Richardo, please can you do us a favor by not analyzing the UEFA Champions League matches since your proclaimed best team is not part. Okay, say no Bohemia on the Champions League you have in Kabi because we team Mubi and William Sewada Menko Kabi why Champions League in Komono Minibi. On one in spotlight I say Fifi forgot about the World Cup winner. You can't compare Kante to Michael Essien. Even the Chelsea legend look highly of Michael Essien. I wish I had the opportunity to challenge you on Friday. And me on Friday, you better discuss it. I will Jumedi eso. Because I saw I say Kante. Okay, Orion say Gabi forgot to say today is 100 days since Chelsea won the FIFA Club World Cup. There's a toso 100 days mode a FIFA Club World Cup no. Mate. Mohamed Yao say more football fans of this generation will go for N'Golo Conte because they didn't watch Michael Essien. Okay. Nini na Friday benya time pa na sankomo yi ina no dia no atumni ahwe. Sabra no mbo aye Chelsea no between Michael Essien and N'Golo Conte. No mu gina so pa no hwan ada obeyina as obeziem. Nina no nyame adama Friday and the Champions League nti no yenya time enwere mu fama. Ala, good morning. Now what you saying?
Oh, nyame adama hoye.
Eden nyame ase. Minim also ba told ya kakra na nyame adama Friday no ya bibiem near design komo no N'Golo Kante Michael Essien.
Essien Kante. That will be difficult.
Okay.
Very, very difficult. But Mimma recency bias in Chime, I will go for Essien.
Michael Essien. You say Friday what day? Reasons beba. Until you the young fan question Friday nyame adoma.
N'Golo was a hard worker. Hard worker. But Essien was more complete.
Okay.
Essien could give you and you maybe a N'Golo man. I will go for Essien. So me no jino see na me wo team na at their prime in tobacco committee ma meto Essien akọ.
Ati.
Rich. Minim the entia wire humble sir. But for your followers to ban you from speaking about Champions League. Now we get to say oh I no credit.
I'm saying movie.
Unka video.
Dia movie dia obeka wi ayede.
I am ya ikaka but where the day.
Edu Champions League na ma mobo.
Oh, Rich, but say
Nhyira FM.
Club Manchester Mbinti unka wasema. And I hear unka Champions League wasema for a very, very long time. Because it doesn't look like Mbabo Nancy.
Oh yeah, baba.
Oh yeah, sure.
A team na pick you. About Champions League.
No, me can't send you. It be a ref. My team na pick it. But the AFCON will take you back a crowd.
They be losing Buemo.
Yes, Molusu
Ahmad.
Molusu Mazwari. Do I Rich, and Champions League day. Now we will go very, very fast. Because I am say any games, you know, look more straightforward. Number one. Then two. And that betting should be more on goals. Since a free international break in the bias, the teams are scoring goals. And a better side in the Champions League, especially for any games, you know. And it's only be out here interested in betting. I think say games, you know, it be a straightforward. The actual why do be if you go for goals, I think say you will have a very, very good bet slip. I stand a chance say obetimi a winning. Until let's zoom straight into it. Once we are back in the Champions League, Rich, let us remind ourselves say Champions League this season. What is supercomputer saying? Rich, supercomputer say Champions League this season. As a CCA Mijina, the favorite to win is Arsenal 18.4, followed by Paris Saint-Germain 14.1, Liverpool 12.8, Man City 11. Now there's time for you Rachel and they say according to supercomputer Rich and we are this season Champions League will go to England because almost top 4 no CCA you know and we 3 English clubs and say we are interested in betting a BMU young go football so we chop bet the quality to no be and answer sanu mano supercomputer say 4 the first 4 now on the Champions League you know emu 3 English club until you can predict say English club and the Champions League you know according to supercomputer and your statistics today's games early kick-off in year 2 marriage I think say the attention is at one place Barcelona Olympiacos na who ye be rest to do yana Barcelona de almost squad officially buy. And the good thing is Ferran Torres and what on will rim. But still Rafinha is missing, Lewandowski is missing, Daniel Olmo is missing. And Tia from Catalan say they are close to coming back, especially Rafinha and Daniel Olmo. But they want to prepare them for the El Clasico Sunday at Ebe. Rich, there are a lot of probable 11 at Eba, but the two of them are best Medeba away and the other one no. And may restrict me to these two because I think say the only difference with their sport for Edeba any this one and they say Usha way here you see Frankie de Jong, Pedri 6 and 8 with Fermin Lopez as Barcelona number 10. Senior player Rooney will play or a left footer or Babu Baby and Rafinha Ebono, keeping Lamine Yamal on the right and Rashford anymore. But sports for no and so air predict to say Anshia Marc Casado will come sit deep as number 6. Senior player Frankie de Jong any Pedri as 8 and 10. Now Fermin Lopez mum Ako on the right side and not running. Now Lamine Yamal any Rashford equipe omu position. Look, say Obo Olympiacos. Apart from omu coacha, onim Spanish clubs because oya Spanish and wadia grow whole pay, you know. There are few players you need to watch, and I think that it is more to do with omu front three, you know. Okay, Prudence of Wolverhampton Wanderers, South Portuguese short guy, you know. Then Gerson Martins. Also, I left footed or ball right, said here, Lamine Yamal Ebona, very, very tricky sometimes, and our glimpses of quality. Then, of course, the striker Kabi, very, very good with area situation, and he always give you presence. And the front three of Team Efrano, Olympiacos and Barcelona will have to deal with them. So if they are able to deal with them very, very well, I think it should be okay for Team Efrano Barcelona. So now Fifi Kano, now say Barcelona results, you know, and they will want to stabilize themselves with a lot of confidence going into the El Clasico. I think they will get a job done against Team Efrano Olympiacos. So Barcelona win against Olympiacos. Now, Rich. Arsenal game number one. And one of those games you can't be too comfortable as a Panther. And I'll tell you why. Simple. Since Arsenal are returning to the Champions League in 2023, there is a new home record. The only team I think myself Arsenal, I want the Emirates, I have Paris Saint-Germain 1-0. We no fewer Rich Bayern ebebo 2-2 and PSV ebebo 2-2 dia kan yin o ma she enti awo the Emirates since Arsenal returning to the Champions League super performance and results. But Rich against Atletico Madrid Arsenal ensure mo da 1 draw 1 loss no win. Arsenal has never beaten Atletico Madrid in a Champions League. And you have to be very, very careful. But me assure say, Obi say, but is it this Arsenal, this current Arsenal team? Say Arsenal and say Atletico Madrid, isn't it the right time to break that jeans? And I believe it could be. Rich, but this we say Atletico Madrid for no penalty. When they are clearly seen as underdogs. So this season, Atletico Madrid started very, very badly. But Rich, when the Madrid derby came, game this time big game. Now, as a one, then they come and play a certain game here, ever frustrating. Arsenal this season, what they have is a squad in depth. And then you make game, you know, you can bench Duran Timber. No about Ben White. Ubetimi California at bench. No about Luis Kelly. You can bench Trossard. Then you play Martinelli. And Arsenal was squad in depth. And that is what they expected to start the game with Saliba and Gabriel, Zubimendi, Rice, Moreno, then Saka any joker so complete anymore with Martinelli. Now Rich, team your friend Atletico Madrid, and him say, Omuntimini Arsenal enyina to embo. Until we are going to see a classic Simeone game, 4-4-2, 2 lines of defense, member wingers, member midfielders and kwa. Senior they will be disciplined enough with me 2 lines, you know. Until opposite Simeone and the barriers. Amamu nko njamu 2 and 3 no. Bibi amu no stay. Amamu malai bebre eme dan temu ma Arsenal e operate wo mu. Yenye very very compact. But uni ye bo sabo na no. Once there is Koke, once there is barriers, once there is Konokara, omu ye very good. So omu ye space biya Rich. We want 2 strikers there anymore. Julian Alvarez and Alexander Soloff. You create chances for them. They will be able to take 1 or 2. And to say, yeah, one tight. Yes, you have a moment. Your 2 strikers are matches at the highest level. They can score. Then the game start to become difficult for team my friend Arsenal. And then we watch a classic tactical game from the 2 teams. You know, make the enemy play games. Be saying, say, Rich. You are talking about 2 different philosophers. One that approaches the game, oh, young more front foot, young passing, young question, and one that is saying, me person defending me, so to press and out there, mamma, no. Now I hit you on the counter with effectiveness, or any more with solo. Any team, I branch here for Julian Alvarez. Rich, I can't stick my neck out for this game. Even though Arsenal are a huge favorite, especially almost able game, you know, or the Emirates. But these are the games our team a friend of Atletico Madrid. And I will go for over 1.5
goals.
Yes, in the game. Because me who say Atletico Madrid epic games bit say Copenhagen and Dortmund over 1.5 game. There's no need to analyze it. Team a friend of Paris Saint-Germain. Rich I go away to Leverkusen. Leverkusen team na say omo lose players be and they've lost Xabi Alonso. They want to rebuild. That is the reason why Eric Ten Hag also want to survive. Now, so share Opta supercomputer now. Also Paris Saint-Germain and a second favorite to win. That is to say they will defend Omo Trophy, and they are likely to go far and also competition with him. Rich, what is against them and there? You have to say that Paris Saint-Germain be sure third jersey red one no. And that is what they are going to wear. And the good news, say if you can, and they say Ousmane Dembele is back with the squad. And it's our squad anymore. Number 10, Dembele is here. But going into the game, Rich, there's one problem. Even though in the squad, Captain Marquinhos is named among the squad, no, Rich, there's a situation with him. That's what I'm saying. We're and Luis Enrique say, oh, you're training on Monday, which is Enra. And he already must say, oh, you're okay. Obeti me among the games. But Rich, you know me and him say, why you fit on away our Germany, no matter how Leverkusen never from now. Rich, you lack the organization, especially at the heart of defense with Zabanya. Zabanya yet player be a when the atmosphere calls for leadership and calmness to make sure that Pacho is playing at his best. I hope that you see me. Apart from that, Fabian was a pra. Zao never a pra. And Vitinha enya sani ne familiar player na yo no mo 51. Ne tradent no onyo mo. I also ball with Zaire Emery any Lee can e won 50. Dembele Abamenya so be starting. So it's going to be Vicha and Bakola with Ramos Ejina in 50. But this still should be good enough. Say Rich, Anya Shekrano, they will take a draw out of the game. And I'm expecting some goals to drop into a Paris Saint-Germain double chance and the game over 1.5. That is the team. Medium Sumo Mukakane say Ichaveri, any Abranti Feni, and Spoku. Young guys are Rich, they are excited to watch. I mean, a very, very excitement to watch. But the issue, and I say, at this stage, inexperience, and a back county for team I follow Bayern for Leverkusen. And can maybe a game we can game go 12. But now they've lost some touch into no me when you say Paris Saint-Germain. At least why not they call or they draw and the game should give us some goals because of the way our two teams, AC Ebono. And then team I follow Benfica. Eba St. James. And Martin said, how I can say, or share the last time we won the Champions League, it was St. James against Barcelona. So atmosphere no creating is one of the best on who the coach and or especially they will repeat the same thing and then enumerate against Arsenal Benfica. Big news for Newcastle. Sandro Tonelli. Yes, why? Almost when you virus. That is how they term it. And the house say, or a key player to them until they will touch him. Now, Omar is obeying Yaba. Touch him now. I don't know whether Omar them Paniebe or no. So, my money, I'm an animal. But that is how he put it. The key word is, we will touch him. Now, Omar has said, Obey me, Esiakai Amomwa. Now, so we probably let me own because they are doubtful. Then Ramsey comes in also for long-term injury. And Waba. But it is expected. Gordon, Elanga, and Votamale. In 51, he has started scoring goals for Tima. Your friend in Newcastle against the Jose Mourinho. Probably this a team no. Rich, the last time I'm going to Chelsea,
David. Benfica
and the performance you saw against Chelsea can't go to St. James and beat Newcastle.
Intimate.
It can't. Intimate. I think I will go for a Newcastle double chance.
Okay.
In this game way. At the St. James, almost heading. You need to be a team of Carter Bebre to go there and beat them. And that is how I'll predict that game way. Villarreal, Manchester City. Rich, sir, if there is one of the games I have born in there, me say I know there makes me predict over 2.5. It should be this game. It should be this. Villarreal Man City over 2.5. You see a lot of goals. It was a game way because of the players now. And the way two teams in now, very, very open football, and they have the quality to create chances and score goals. Until Villarreal against Man City, I will go for over 2.5. Me say, me share Eredivisie pa. Rich, PSV team now has lost a lot of quality, and I'm moving on in Yamife. Until I'm expecting Antonio Conte to go and get a draw from Tima. Your friend PSV or Netherlands or then I think this should be the last game. You know St. Gallen for Rich. Only exciting to watch. But do you discount Inter Milan? Inter Champions League final twice in the last 5 years. Rich, you don't discount them until you're good there. But when Inter bar, they know how to grind results through stages where and get to the proper knockout stages now. Until I will give Inter also a double chance going away to Belgium. Very, very exciting game. And this team can play. Only create chances, but Inter are resolute to get over games. Say, Rich, those are mistakes for any game, And when I catch you, say, and go for debates over the weekend, debate be but the reason why I man for course and say I think say and the Champions League any or China any Europa no way coming and that people should reserve almost for sa and no maybe say so Rich and they make me at the coast aba Monsieur I tell you na course the price already going because the UEFA Youth League cost Barcelona maybe no match 3. Villarreal has Man City 2-0 in the first half. And the goals no after tempo the course no after error and 4 betway course Mr. Wa G na etwebina yenko enim. First one a BW 1A5 0C37 and a first one. Second one no a B W 1A5 1 2 3 6A. Third one no a B W 1A5 1 5 E 1 F. Then the last one a B W 1A5 1 9 CC 5. Nti 4 Betway codes. So ultimately capture from here. Agbena say o social media handles no X any Facebook go so unsa ebetimi aka me so Andy I na be tactical board no laptop no so e dey amame.
Okay, yemrefie na me started with Kumasi Asante Corona fi yemfa review no mfa enwie kotoko ye na anim se nyame adoma. Second leg omne work of Morocco no Friday ya. Enunti entia empenifo amaya tene se ochina ena Asante Corona team be free Ghana. No mo do mani achim aw Morocco ene work of Morocco game no omde akwakochiche so in the first leg no Kotoko Lucy 1-0 editia work of Morocco. Tiwachina and Akorogo team no A2 edia free Ghana. Edomania chim awo aye Morocco na mpeniforce already omadi kama advanced team ko no nana penkra ena edi advanced team no anima nano Sunday edom free Ghana ha edomani achim Morocco na ese koto ni abrepa ana Omoni abrese as advanced team no corner on prepare grounds no ema team no nyame adoma china no musu free Ghana ha na omode akwa share team from say Morocco team nim say china no yebedi di nkomo na ne ahekotoko preparations a omode kobo game but say Ghana Premier League with 6 matches ni nyina no ya boy we kotoko nko na amone dey because of Africa na owono na say na matches ni siko wie ye Charles the fear has ko share na come you know on timi ante Arante Hamza Isa and Amauli Wayo ne share 2 goals no edema has mediama and Samatex obo 1-1 ewo ho dreams and so tena fie nations e come you nations entimi anti and Gold Stars City fie I watch the Lions before this game. Now Lions a lose game. And Gold Stars show me come in sa. Basuye for the man to take kano a year back. 11 wonders. And a Kabila Hons will be intimi and shebi. Bechem esheminu Emma Vision of Shentimi anti. Oblaks nefie esheminu. Basake Holy Stars. Me pacho omo intimi and se a canimu a year back. And na Ho United. Omuti fiema Adriana. And so coach omo eka mienu a omo entimi antinti after Monday 6 no Osha Ghana Premier League table na Sene City Amediema LED table no with 13 points. House of Folk atoso eye mienu omo 12 points. Ediana abatoso mienso omo 12. Lions omo frisuro abatoso eye 9 omo awo 11 points. Young Apostles omo toso num 10 points. Samatas toso nsia 10. Baby and Gold Stars, omo 1 game and so mo omo award 9 points. Kawela toso nwotwe omo award 9 points. Kumasa Asante Kotoko atoso ayen kono 2 matches omo so ebobo omo award 8 points. Ho United toso do omo 8 points. Vision toso do Bako 8 points. All Blacks toso do mienu 6 points. Bechem United atoso edu miensa omo award 5 points and a Nations FC afidi nyema nkoyi kura nations Kasim Mengo and the boys no omo atoso edunan omo 5 points pe Dreams abatoso edunu momo free relegation bonkanim abatoso edunu momo 4 points and na okobon kanim ankasa last 3 ye kan senka league ni abawia omo call relegation no eye Brekum Chelsea Samuel Bodu ni Mante no omo our 16th position with just 4 points. 11 wonders afia no mbobo in league ni bi omo so awo 2 points omo toso edu and so and Basake Holy Stars omo ne twa to okra omo so awo 2 points. Now before I ala meba wono my entie ko Didi Dramani de ya mutimi ko she awo eye Brekum no kakra bi na memfamra ho
Every game is very tough because all the teams are in the Premiership, and so you can expect that it's an early season fixtures, and then every team is still very, very strong, and then every team tries to consolidate what they have.
But coach, looking at that tactical tweak, after taking off Adamu, bringing on a natural right back, changing to the 4-back system, how good was that tweak from you?
Unfortunately, he's not a natural right back. He's an alterated one, and then it was just to solidify our back line and also to give us that stability in order to still build up from back and find the necessary pocket spaces where we can be very, very decisive and then positive.
For the first time this season, you've scored 2 goals. How pleased are you with the attack? Because 2 of the players that scored for you are attackers.
I think that there's still more to improve. I have always said it. We have to remain consistent and we have to remain very, very sustainable.
Okay, Hana Namepeno. Sir Mutien Yebisa Didi Domani said this season goes one nation identity has do has Eshe de Barbena 1-0 money dia. But this time Oshe two no so share ni omumi enu strikers Hamza Isa and Mauli Wayo. I know now Didi Domani say yes any the power because the problem power beje has no a goal scoring. Now it's a gradually kakan no. He say nani players no tenase 82 goals no match na ma nani ajepa na ba shiri effort elusi editia team ye from say goal stars no yentie say ono so ba na say na akolusi to a goal stars.
Well, in the first place, I would say that every Napoleon has got it Waterloo. We have not been beaten for the 5 matches, and today, on somebody's soil, they have beaten us. That is football. So that you go and it is going to be a wake-up call for them. After all, some people can also beat us. Okay. Because some of the players are now becoming swelling-headed. And then this is what God tells people, that I want to give you a test so that you know that something can happen to you. Okay. And it is a good test. We are going back and then we'll go and prepare very well for another.
Okay. And to call Bashir for the say Nemranteno. As a 5 matches now, no more no be unsure. And at the point, I don't team you on my day. I will say team Bia and Shomo. Na and Nipa Bia, the bubble my house will be intimate more. The ghost as a boy, and I must say, I wake up call. Omonia da hopa, no more call. Na omutim no do omufisa ankoyi no makoche shomo ne amaye na bibia kama ade ama the team I fancy Pando Heart of Lions. Ala memna ho na yenye a review of the Ghana Premier League with 6 no na say betu amati for na bema.
Yes, we the kakra bi.
Yeah.
Eno me catch on say ma observe bibia about house
of yeah.
And eno na ne me pese me kan wasam kakra bi na me twi adwen so. House last game or boy okobrekum ko she 2-0. Na Ocean League log no so makacho so afia league him say she media my ye. I've told you say ye bu league nothing bia ka say obeji league na say media ma so e catch omo so obeji league na Rich, watch out for them. And you might be brave, come on. Say, oh, they are more compare or more contenders. But and then media man wants some numbers. I want to talk about Haas. Rich, in Pempray, Haas had a second on the league log. Almost 6 games, almost 12 points. Now, 12 points, you know, do you know what it means? Say, oh, they share games no more. 6 na Haas abono. Oma win 3, which is 9 points, and Oma draw 3, which is 3 points. Okaboma 12. And he has about 6 games. Emu 3 Oma share. Emu 3 Oma draw. Rich, what it means is that in Pepe, I can say, House of Folk, Kotoko, Samates, they are the only 3 teams that Obia and Shomo. Ghana Premier League are born this season. Nah, so what should be here? Haas seems to be doing well, but again, some job from Kwan, even some of our fans are not so convinced, and there are games that Haas are where we are. Almost supporters last moment can say, I said there's a problem with Omu goal scoring, and the way I did it, the money approaching games now. I wish Fifi Ewa. On our tiny did nkomo. Rich, there is something fundamental here. May I observe it from Didi Dramani, and I'm best saying, not yet 3 against so. Rich, sir, we a good coach. Now by inherited teamer. Answer the engineer here. The first thing you want to fix is a team new defense. Because when the team no effort or stop or conceding goals, then you can build a winning team from starting now. And the team here, they play a team one time conceding goals. Onya 1-0, onya bakubishawa or the 1-0 upon. Say ubio name no omna or the 2-0 upon. But the fundamental you say in building a winning team, you need to fix a defense. No, Rich.
Miguel Arteta's Arsenal.
So what? Yes. So what? Fixing defense
for sure.
And one no.
And I was doing dimension.
And on the hand or the Musa. No, Rich. Mamu Adiabi about Didi Dramani. And I think say Didi is telling me say a Ghana game now. Or a very, very smart coach. And that's answer Okoji has to do it. He knew what I also on the call and was starting here. The biggest problem, and I say, Rich, in building house in Yabotre, Omunibi, and there will be lack of consistency. Bia say, house Sumaine Bar, Ometo that to team. Yeah. Now create chaos. But the house for no baby free bar. No mama did the money abotra. Rich and commitment baby pa going forward. Number 2. Senior did the building house still no. Rich. And there's a Ghana Terina. Now even Africa. And Kadidi will need enforcement in goal scorers. But it is lacking in our game. It is lacking so much in our game. Now, Rich, I didn't make one. I have observed Didi come into house to go back to the basic with the house team, you know, with the Ngofo kind of said 30 formation 4-4-2. And that is how has a boss say a typical 4-4-2. Now, Rich, make sure 4-4-2 now, Obony. Didi buy, you know. When we say, oh, goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, solid. Now, or Kevin Osesibe, solid. The first problem or start to solve our house and say, Samuel Benjamin Asare, oh, me poem. Now, Kevin Osesibe, oh, me heart of me defense. How do I build a 4-back system around these 2 key players? This all here. He started playing Ali Mohammed with Kevin Osesibe, and Opola Fane as the number 6. What did he was trying to do? And he said, "Look, me person be building a team. You just started say you find a rhythm no. I be this over penetrate me, and he allow me to play 3 center backs. I was this position right in front of my dependable goalkeeper. I find Benjamin Asare. Now, Rich, Ostasa or yes, sir, and what they Kasim buy. Or they Kasim Free Nations buy, and what they never care of poor fan, and unlocking the 50 so can. Only problem. And that's what half Nansebe 2 games from Mabono, Omunya Ali Mohammed. But because one more poor fan and bench is an or didn't buy anything. Now, and also has it is a poor fan in Kevin Osesibe, and they are good to go. Rich, Amankwabefi almost left house. But needing the money by no share, no. But some right back. Or what the good ethics say, all could and him open the cheek, or when you're dear, I think you are good. I know they are Amankwabefi Vegina. Has Omutim Nina, the best left back air runs for men and our bottom. I know the Vegina. Until now, Rich has our Benjamin Asare. Amankwabefi right back. Ransford Mensah our left back. And center half no or constant or CSB with Ali Mohammed and our Paul Fanny based on the availability of the players. But Rich, and you don't put a me, maybe I'm observing. Didn't tell my house, Miss Shire Ding, and the Didi NSA. Rich, Saudi way in Europe, the best example is Diego Simeone. Say has a Bobona. He doesn't play wingers. So one winger has a team anymore. Not a subonte. On the crowd, so the neighbor game Libya. Rich on one as a winger or born as a number 10. And the last time I had a ball game, no, look at Omo lineup no more and the coach Beku Chelsea. No. Send a mechano, Benjamin Asare, Amankwa Befi, or Paul Frane, Kevin Osesibe, Ransford Mensah. Then when you have to side and make that's no a good game in him. Rich. Obo Rafael Amponza. Obo Adamu. Then the wingers nanka because oh this should be normal wingers, no. And Obo Rocky Jamina. Then he is playing another midfielder be the team in him. I've mentioned Rafael Amponza, right? Yeah. And I've mentioned Obo Hussein. And he has born no more born. Obian him say Hussein mo any Hussein number 10. Rafael Amponsa number 8. And also Adamu game room as the number 6. And also Rocky Jamina Sabeka. And he has a packy or moment for no. And he doesn't care about weight. Forget about wingers. Born here ball wings or. Yeah, but on compact 4 midfielders Adamu Rafael Amponsa Rocky Jamina Hussein your 4 central midfielders you do my good 50 and Waja Hamza Isa and yes Subontin when him as the 2 strikers. Rich half without the ball. Obian himself apart from probably Hussein who is a typical asset or your number 10 number 8 also then you aware defensively no. Adamu you aware. Rafael Amponsa aware. Make awareness. I'm talking about awareness. Say you need one as a midfielder. I have to go back and defend. Giddy. And he has built this house solid unit. When it comes to Omu defensive network now, it is very, very difficult. Say, Sahas in the bona, Team Nankasa principles. And the way I show more packing, so they are too compact without the ball and everything. So, look, who ran me food anymore? Osesibe stepped out, Afrani stepped out, and they've blocked these channels. No? What throw me in Ampokrano, Rich? How do you beat goalkeeper Benjamin Asare? And Unti, say has no bar. Who said who said they are playing flamboyant, almost switching to their wings? Dabby. There are sometimes, Ometimaba Akosi Asma, no Omabo Papako, no Omabo Martin Kakari. I Rich, all these players. He is playing them as midfielders. Mudemungu Fifi Homame. Semebo Hamza Isa, another Frank Duku, another Prince Ousu Kabina. Any of the two be a mepe when him wobia. Me attention yana say me were 2 strikers in anymore. Yeah, bubo na me critical no munya goa. Any I guess a grad album. And so a team no etimi about the and I love the way I did the money. I started with how to focus. Look, only materials be brave. Only top class materials. A befitting high standard no. But Rich, good coach, any coach or getting the best out of the resources are our. And I think Didi is doing a very, very good job with the team that or Siciano. Ebia on team consistent with winning. On team 3 goals, 4 goals in 1 game. But Rich, this is the way you start. Okay. From the House of Folk team now inherit and thumbs up to referee Didi Dramani. He's doing a very, very good job.
Yeah,
dachi enkwe obiara ene we are seeing na dania your computer the computer yi why crowd dey so wonni practical skills Pasenia Junior Practical Institute AEDA Oya Kechiro Mensemre any sika suku biara ho keke koje practical IT skill training our junior practical na bo dachi ho ban senior de fo bebre na fa wonsem age wontete hwehwe junior practical yen courses ni be software engineering network and cyber security engineering computer hardware and phone technician design technology data science and analytics computer basics and office administration online business and e-commerce artificial intelligence AI na eniji say we obi a won so computer mu krada ubetini aba be kan ho say you don't need any IT skills yen courses ni na practical na AI no so de ye da hye adisua no ye regular weekends any evening classes free UPI school says ya 0555 383848 make sure 0555 383848 O Kumasia, Uniat Practical, Susu Anso, Tech Road, Young website, upschool.com. Uniat, practical skills, proven careers.
Oh ma, pachomenya milk akawa milioni mwana.
Na wakashe.
Dabi na smehusa odibiagumu.
Hey, kawa no chance na webisami.
Hey, milk na jo mistake.
Weye Milo all in one no. Milo pampa, cocoa, malt, milk cho, bibia womu.
Milo all in one a milk bebe womu dada. Ne here ni se wudi nsu befra. No ati nyeni nomu de a cocoa papa, ni malt and a milk bebra e de a sachet bakumu. Milo, the energy to go further. FDIJ dreading kratoi atumu.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
The luckiest.
Almost a Kumasi in Kanso.
I'm a diabetes road.
You know, because almost accident to be a CEO. I'm a traffic walk one so then you have some kitwa. Some more in SMP. I'll be any day. I'm rich. Bet we see and Kai will be the entire share bet we course, you know. I say a bet Kyle. Say, obey bet we customer. And I'm for the doors to change baby. I will be a. And to deactivate our account to be no never bet we what. Oba betway who said we are obia ma code and all my betway code no and no crying for Sidia Baku. Some go for bet to check bet some of the amount. No what your betway. One can also bet match shebi. Now would know betting community. Asher will code no. Some go for you so code now. Also be sika na or the Asher bottom. Apart from that, the betway the abe do chum. She say a betway rewards. Betway rewards and say more na wotwa bet e wo betway say sports bet o say casino bet o more na wotwa na no na betway e ma points say o ya ade na oni omu edi dwuma sa points no enya points bia keke eye points a utimi convert to sika enti points dodo a wo bia no ejina ho ma sika dodo a betway e dia cho free say oni omu edi dwuma e wo betway platform no so na time bia wo pe bia no utimi convert sa points no into sika na de wupe bia e da wakoma so no wankasa odi aye se wodi twa bet fufuro se wo ye agu botoma koto bibio de wupe bia no eye wo customer no wankasa points and eye wankasa sika and time a wupe bia no e na utimi e convert into sisi call betway dashboard no so na click on betway rewards ube points a owo na convert to ska na FIA de odi be bia no we betway nko a na mouse a akonya we undi 18 years a betway no onka ho uba betway platform no so a o betia na wa beti no nyanse mo betway almost say get way more
atefo ye ko fa dum kase ne dia bana ye ba munim se obra dwumadie no aye ohima benewa anitim no trase na omde dwumadie no atimi ade abra nene ababawa a ye fene se Regina Jamfi ade nasem ababedan eye obra so mun kabima no na oso ohia abrante fene se Karim Yusuf ade ohia Karim Muslim ono nso okona asori but odonti Karim si dabi switch na bra na eja minu na nkonkremu obo openukunu na eja oswitch ya ono ni na nkonkremu ise nyame ayo madum wa hyirawum amasika omasidani ade ni na afide be me ye ya Karim akofa ne krom ni se afide ontimi ne Regina entina bi Regina so okasei ayala baby odi ni tibeto kredin
ona san kan wo sum ne kan ma wo kwa ma ware bebre nti on ware ne nkan ho se aware ne die ala obeso Karim beso ware kan ho no because of the background as Christian on tiase na akofa
obai crisis say we free onu ni na akosumi
say we make us so utimi kosum nim but un say from background a wo no o ka so ko ware ba kwa be kan ho a na ompene a kamoni susu de o ho akonya sire na akofa senti yeso so ohima bene wa
minim say na ka so
nyina na ebi pia ba
na so don na say o say
na say o ba na etiti na oni refi say enkromosom no utimi ware
da mo mpene me yanyai why mo mpene me mfa bi nka ona ba ko dia na
asem we we de ba
and obra so bed the